All right. Secretary, got a roll call. Oh, all right. Motion to call the order. Meeting at 7:01. Sorry. Roll call is already done. Motion to approve consent agenda. Sorry. I know. Sorry. Said it.
You gotta share this in council meeting. There's no excuse for that.
You take a motion to approve. Motion by Zach. Can I get a second? Support. Second by Dave. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Secretary's report. Everybody see the minutes. Motion to support the secretary's report from the previous Joanne. Can I get a second? Second by Zach. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. Treasurer's report.
So I brought the spreadsheets tonight. Like last time.
Who is?
A lady that moved to Milan and they have a business trying to get their elected person.
Cool.
Cool. So
If we need to pull a table, we can. By the way, they said it's all right for us to pull a table over here.
I got plenty of room.
Sal's got room?
okay, so
Here you go, Sal. Can you read that?
Yeah, I'm good.
at this point, we have $162,874.86 in the bank. $150,000 of that is spoken for. We have $12,139.43 that is not earmarked. The expenses since the last meeting, which is the last financial report, have been almost entirely toll and square stuff. We received dues from two members. We had 3 or 4 payments for rendering work to the truck and illustration to the guy with the design out there work as well as with the contractors. The daily costs of our t-shirts, most of them were hand delivered, but 25 were mailed to folks, and those postage costs are there at about $5 a pop. We received two contributions to Toll and Square. We paid our engineer $2,200 for their services, and we also paid the state of Michigan cashed our check for a poker event. So those are the things that happened since the last time. So again, what we've got on hand available, 12,000. We've got 11 dues paid members, like the 29 in the drive up there.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report as follows.
Second.
Okay, Dave. All in favor? Aye. Aye. None opposed, motion carries. Committee reports, old business, Toll and Square. I know we had our e-board meeting discussion, but I'll let you.
So the group of 4 has not met in the time since our last meeting. So we have not talked about the billboard. We've not talked about the banner. But we did have our bid meeting with the potential contractors for Square and for the city's waterworks in Kentucky. And that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday. Bids are due next Tuesday. And soon after that, we'll know what contractor will be building, overseeing the project. The overall project includes not only our project, the subcontractor, which is specified in that, but it also includes all the water lines under the square. So that there's never any concern about those water lines during the lifetime of the new square. also met with the Beautification Commission. They're going to come up with ideas for plants and the budget. And so I'm looking forward to hearing back from them. And I guess that's what I've got for at this point.
Texas Station, I did a great meeting for the League of Michigan Bicyclists and sent a sponsorship packet out to the Nye Family Funeral Home. We got our first $500 with the Nyes. So I'm still waiting to hear back from the Michigan League of Bicyclists. I might have a tentative with the Washtenaw Biking Coalition again, tendering it goes into Nature Park. So the fundraising has kicked off. And I'm hoping for a June build date for Wilson Park, and then hopefully once Nature Park gets kicked in, put those in soon after the BMX. So we are making progress from last meeting. Yeah. That's for Milan. That's all I got. If anybody has any questions for the fix.
So when you're talking about that, are you talking about the little tools that go on the table?
Yeah, yes. And then it's also going to be the one where you can prop up your bike. It's the narrow one.
Are you talking about, so how many different stations?
So we're going to have the bike pump and then the fixing station. So it's going to be combined. I did talk to Parks and Rec. We got a cement block we can build, and then we can just put both on there. It's going to be right next to the solar charging station. So Wilson Park is taken care of. We'll just figure out where to put the two once the BMX bike park's done.
We're talking 4 total.
Yeah, so 4 total for.
So are we doing it to schools too?
No schools, just the park. Just the park.
So is it 2 at each park?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I thought it was 4 total.
Well, the bike pumps are 2.
Right.
And then the fixed stations are another.
So we're only doing 2 fixing stations.
Yes.
Okay.
The
4
school.
bike pumps,
Yeah.
2 fixing stations.
Yes. Because
Okay,
the school's
just
passed.
the 2 parks.
Yes, because the school's passed out the fixed stations. So and that was from early negotiations, but.
Were you saying that it was built so you could hang the bike upside down and work on it? Okay.
Yeah, so it's all, De Niro does a beautiful, they've been doing outside equipment for years.
So I would hope that there's some way of getting the word out to like through biking coalition.
Yeah.
That these facilities are there.
Yeah.
People can take advantage of them.
And
Biking through Milan.
yeah, and I think we can do digital map and we can put it on your Facebook page as well as something after that. Yeah. So we are building that, but once again, the biking side has not been, it's a very underfunded area. This is a need for sure. It is a definite need for resource project. All right.
Related to this, sort of. Largely. We have $3,000 to stay set aside for solar.
Yes,
Charging
I was going to talk to you offline about that.
Okay. I'm wondering if, since we've got power throughout Toland Square anyway, the solar charging station seems like sort of the wrong solution, given the fact that somebody can plug their charger into the, and I'm wondering if that solar charging station might be of more use in Nature Park.
So yeah, there's no power at all in nature. No.
There was power in nature.
At one point.
Anyway,
Yeah.
It may or may not.
Can I talk to you offline?
sure.
Okay.
I only know that. I used to- You're fine, you're not that.
Especially for somebody. Yeah.
Sorry, Sal.
It's all right.
All right, so we'll talk about that offline. That's for my report because I got nothing else. But they got Amy doing.
Oh, okay. So we had a meeting last night and we finalized and discussed many topics regarding the banner project. The cost of the banners is still going to be around $50. So we decided that the $150 would remain for the sponsorship. Everybody thought that was a reasonable amount of money. Moving Milan forward, moved that they would not be accepting any monies. I did that on behalf. I think we all discussed it anyway at 4.2. The president was there and he approved.
So is it the Legion that is taking off?
So the Legion, and then Jill also said that Main Street would also not be taking any percentage of the fundraising.
Oh, right. I see.
So,
The fundraising
yes.
entirely to the.
So the fundraising is entirely going to, minus the cost, is entirely going to the Legion.
Okay.
So if we sell 50 flags, which we believe there are 50 poles in good use, that they would be making around $5,000. So then the Legion suggested that they would take a portion of that and they would earmark it for their board, that if anything were to happen to any of the brackets, they would then replace them. So that was the suggestion of Josh and was supported by Drew and Toby. Tony.
I'm gonna jump in real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's worth noting that the brackets are unseemingly more expensive than I think we would have anticipated.
The
The
brackets
hardware,
are more expensive than the actual.
right, so this is, I was shocked by that personally, I wasn't expecting that. So I was very impressed by two things. Jill Tuesday foregoing any profit or acceptance of any type of,
I kind of expected that she would go that route, so, but it was very, very honorable.
absolutely, very thoughtful, very thoughtful. And then I also, was shocked by the fact that those brackets, the hardware, so very happy that Josh, because several people are apparently going to be utilizing these,
Banner.
right,
Yeah, between homecoming, a couple of the parades, that they got stuff going around us. And yeah,
Yes.
so somebody has to step
It
up.
may or may not ever come to fruition that they need to purchase new ones,
Right.
or when the time comes, if they do break, the city might just do it anyway, but they made the offer. So I just wanted to make it. It's
It's
very,
no-
it
it's no-
was well worth
and maintenance and upkeep should always be discussed anyway. with those
100%.
Yeah.
If you're using an item that belongs to the city, right? So we did decide that we would not present to city council until April or May. Because everybody in city council is pretty hard aware anyway. But we want to do maybe more of a formal, just during the citizen comments. Josh said he would talk, so I don't have to. Not that I don't know everybody pretty much sitting up here anyway.
What is the dates when this is
So
gonna go?
I'm getting set.
Would you please settle down?
You can relax. I
Sorry,
got
teacher.
this, okay? This is like written on my hand, okay?
Sorry, Miss Taylor.
All right.
Sorry,
So-
he said, sorry, teacher.
That's right. You think about that.
Were you saying, sorry, teacher? Or were you saying, sorry, teacher?
Sorry, teacher.
Yeah, like that. That's what I thought. So there will be the sponsorship campaign will kick off on Memorial Day. It's going to be mentioned at the service and at the Legion. That was not my decision. That was Josh, Drew, and the other members of the Legion's decision. I would never ask them to do that if they were not comfortable with that. They came up with it on their own. So they are completely okay with that. They would like that to happen. So they're gonna kick that off with part of their speech on Memorial Day. The deadline for the sponsorship campaign submissions is going to be August 31st. We are also going to, it's going to be mentioned at the June 3rd, or we may even have a table set up on June 3rd, the third Thursday. So there's going to be a shout out about the campaign that'll be in full swing a weekend. Hi. Did I write that down?
The third Thursday.
Oh, right, never mind. I did. I wrote that down.
So if that's the case, and we're already doing the, you know what I mean?
Well, oh, yeah, it'll coincide with that then, because that'll actually be the 16th. Yes. We did not discuss the final idea of doing a banner dedication. That has not really been brought to the table yet because there's so many other things to consider regarding this whole project.
I'm sorry, you didn't discuss what?
Having a banner dedication
Okay,
at Woman's Party.
okay.
Call it what it is.
But I love this one in after party.
Woo-woo.
So banners go up October 1st, banners come down November 12th-ish. All the labor, putting the banners up and taking them down is all city labor, and Jill discussed that fee possibly would just be a part of what she does with Milan Main Street. That was her area, not mine. Priority guidelines and criteria guidelines. We decided we needed two different separate categories. We needed criteria guidelines and we needed priority guidelines. Criteria guidelines are going to be the same as they are for the veterans law. I have a copy of it. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read it to you, but it's essentially lived in, born and raised in, or went to school in Milan, completed honorable service in any branch of the military, U.S. military government, and either living or deceased, essentially, right? I think that they were very simple criteria. So that was the criteria to get a banner. But then if we get more than 50 applicants, we had to come up with a priority list of who we think the priority should go to. So as of right now, the Legion is handling the priority list as they should. The only thing I know for sure is that Gold Star families, who are families whose family member died in combat, are going to be given the highest priority. And then they're going to go possibly by age, Legion VFW membership, and then I forget what the third tier was. There's a third tier there too.
Live in the area.
And live in Milan or in one of the townships.
So how much of the townships are included in that?
We included London, New York, and Milan Township.
Not a guess.
We did not include it.
What's that?
Although we did say something about
I can, when we have our next meeting, I can go back and bring that up.
Okay.
I asked because I know that there was a guy recognized on the Veterans Memorial that was a graduate of Lincoln High School. And that would be Augusta Township. I mean,
He's on the wall.
okay.
I mean, according to what was discussed last night.
He died.
So he died in combat.
Yes.
So that must be one of those Gold Star
That would
individuals
qualify for
that,
Gold Star.
that they're, yeah.
So that's immediately first priority.
Right. In my committee, we did not want to,
You don't need that for the.
that's not, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not our-
I worked I know a lot of people, I love a lot of people who have served, but I don't know enough about it and intricacies of it all to not possibly make a mistake. And I don't want to make an offensive mistake when it comes to this, so that's why, and Josh and Drew and Toby and Tony have been super amazing, having great points. And they came up with the list, the priority list, pretty much just like
They knew
that,
exactly what
you
they were
know,
doing.
so they definitely know what their thoughts are on this. So I think that's it. So our next step is, actually, we sold our first flag-ish.
Yeah.
Stacy is going to be purchasing the very first flag for her father, born and raised in Milan, correct? Born in Newport. So she is going to be our it's going to be on display, our travel banner that we take around and display everywhere. Drama business, not too much.
It's only 50.
I think it's
Maybe 60.
I think it's gonna go quick, but that's.
I do think it's gonna, I do.
We did talk briefly about, it should be noted again that we did talk briefly about issuing a second.
Yes.
Doing.
Yes. We all at the table last night believe that this has wings, that it can go as far as anybody can take it. It doesn't necessarily have to continue through any of us here. My hope would be that the Legion would fly with us.
$50 per person for the band.
Yeah. Because the idea that this could even be done twice a year came up, that maybe for Veterans Day, it's active and recently, you know, anyone who's living for Veterans Day, and then do a second campaign for Memorial Day specifically towards those members who are deceased. You know, and
Not
then
necessarily in combat, but have been passed.
right, yes. So then you could have up to 100 vets displayed per year. But like I said, I don't necessarily think that will be potentially a moving moving forward project. I think that would be more of a, okay, we helped you start this, now here's our baby, go raise it. So I think it's a great idea. I mean, it could bring in $5 grand, it could bring in 10 grand a year if they do. You know, if they stick with the same formula, you know. So I think that's. Oh, there is going to be there is going to be a coordinating website as well.
Oh, yeah.
Jill is going to handle the, so say you're sponsoring a play for someone, you have like a bio written for, you know, your brother, your dad, your sister, whoever it is. That can't go on the flag, so there'll be a corresponding portion of the website where she did the faces of Milan. That'll say the Veterans of Milan. And so you can then go look, click on that person's name and it'll give their bio.
So if I could interject, just kind of add a little bit.
Yeah.
So potentially what it would be banner with a very minimal amount of footnotes, name, rank, branch, these things, right? From there would be a correlating website. From the correlating website is introduction and more information about the wall. So that what we're doing is we're trying to,
All will be included too.
right, so that we're trying to incorporate. So I think, and when I didn't bring this up last night, but I in my mind when we're talking about this, I was thinking to myself, what a really super cool thing that we might be able to get our younger people engaged in projects for school if they had the banner that brought them to a website, if they did a little family tree stuff, and that also could engage the wall and the recognition of the wall and that kind of thing, and additional people added to the wall as well. So it could not only just benefit banners and families, but also for the wall as well.
Oh, 100%. And I do think that, well, there was also a mention that if you didn't get a banner, that she might include a footnote. Hey, if you didn't get a banner, there's still, there's still space on the wall, that sort of thing. So it's gonna be everybody scratching each other's back situation. Jill is going to be handling all of the design aspect. She did say that any of us could help if we wanted to, but mainly me, because I wanted to. I just want to see how it's done. And then she sends it off to SLI. Essentially, they print it. And
Thank you for the report. If we have any background I know we do want to move on to member insurance renewal. I'm gonna kick it off to you. Thank you.
We received our invoice for second half of the year insurance for this organization. $684.57. Present that and ask for approval for it.
That wasn't on this. Put it on the old business. Sorry. I didn't know about it till now. So, motion by Amy, second by Julian, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Any bills? Black Parties, Stacy.
Kind of looking at this, so it looks like we have 5 people sign up and quite a big.
5
so-
neighborhoods.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3 on May. One is May or August, one was August and one any. So, only one of these did it last year. So the other 4 will be new. One is on Main Street, one is on Ideal, one is on Everett, and the other one is intersection of Michigan and one.
It's Lee Street. It's
Lee, Michigan.
Yeah. It's that area.
So where on Main Street?
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's
420 West Main.
Oh, okay, so beyond the railroad tracks.
Yes.
Everett and West Main are pretty close.
It's over here, yeah, it's Everett is in it, subdivision.
Everett's the,
Argyle Crescent.
right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 2 block parties a block apart.
Oh, is West Main that way?
Yeah,
this is the east side, baby.
Sorry.
My
Right.
hood.
I grew up here, I've been here all my life, and I didn't know that fork. I didn't know that continued Main Street. I didn't know what that was. Yeah, I didn't know. Went to Gum Lake last time. Yeah. Okay, so you're right. So they are, so maybe we can put them together.
I'm a little concerned about them, if I could just interject. I'm a little bit concerned about the Main Street block party. First of all, I think it's kind of
Well, I'm wondering if we put
West
the,
Side is.
It has to be a cross street. Rather than.
so if we put it together, the Main Street and Everett together and do it on Everett Street. Block off.
Or do it on one of the press.
Right.
Yeah, I would let 420 know. Then the city won't let us shut it down.
Your traffic alone won't allow that to happen.
Oh my God, people would be egging them.
That would be the end of
I
us.
mean, I mean, it was shut down for the water main.
It was, yeah.
It was
I
a show.
remember.
It was a,
Okay, so I'll do those 2. So then we have,
isn't that Ronayne's? Is that where they live?
Ron Yang, yeah,
Yeah.
that is their spot.
Is it
Yep.
them?
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh.
I was pitching at the Megan.
Oh, well, they're not gonna want to.
I was pitching at the Megan Carpus and Doug Carpus over there because I went to high school with both of them. Because Megan was considering it, so I think they're
So-
trying to get near
So
it.
what's the other fancy?
So,
The other ones are.
yeah,
That's the main.
I don't know. I don't know in person.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken Babbitt? Oh, son of Ken. Oh, yeah. My buddy plays
Because I
D&D with
reached out to Jay.
them. Yeah, okay.
I reached out, Jay was one of the ones that reached out. to have
Would they work well together?
Possible.
All of it.
I think everybody, if we make it work, yeah.
They live right next door to Steve Cummins.
Yeah, I would say talk to them and then let me know. I would say, Zach, I'm gonna put you on block party so you can work with your mom.
Can you guys get
There is
along?
no northbound on the west side of the railroad tracks, is there? So there's no northbound street, so it would have to be on a side street, and so
Correct.
if they do it on one of the crescents
Yeah.
or on Everett,
Okay, and then the other one is, Zillke's on Ideal.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, that's,
Nancy.
Nancy Gill on Lee and and then of course the wings of it.
Yep.
So, do we want to do?
we didn't have any last year down in the Monroe County
Area?
area either, did we?
No,
We don't have
I'm
one.
trying to get, I've tried to get, I've contacted, I don't know how many people think it's Springs. And hey, maybe I can get it. They might have.
They don't live there
But I mean, that's
I've reached out to like, let's see, I sent one to obviously Hampton. I sent one to his next door neighbor and then, people live across the street, from them. My daughter was a couple doors down from them. Also, Sheila,
You might also check in that neighborhood, the Methodist ministry, that
yes, I reached out to somebody last year. He's not a fan of mine, so he didn't reply. So, well, I mean, what little mistake. It's
you
okay.
often don't see those messages.
Trying to pray for me, since I'm not a fan of mine, just because.
nobody's judging you. Nobody is judging you.
Not at this table.
No,
not at this table.
So he was a little judgy at that point, but that's almost 2 years ago, get over it. But, so,
I don't think she knows that.
and so, yes, I reached out,
Everett's in Monroe County, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Canfield's,
yeah. I think
Is
it's
the middle.
Washington.
Canfield's in the, with the border.
I said Monroe County.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're up the county and the border, that's weird. We're a border town.
If you take the county, then it
It's on a-
bisects the lake, and it goes through the
Yeah,
jack.
it's really weird.
Is it Monroe County? I assumed that the county line went like straight up Main Street.
No,
No, so like Plaid, it cuts off where you go from Washington to Monroe. So like J-Tech, Milan, all Monroe, middle school, Washington.
the Methodist church and the old fire barn are the only downtown.
No.
What about the high
In,
school? The high
in
school?
Monroe
is
County.
The high school.
High school is Monroe.
Yeah.
Simon is Monroe County.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
So I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
a couple people on there pass.
Yeah,
So maybe I'll contact them too.
yeah.
And.
How many, no, wait a minute.
How many block parties do we want to
Yeah,
do?
wait a minute.
That is what we already have.
17.
So we realistically, we already have 4 here.
Okay, so.
Let's stick with 4.
If
Four.
you don't mind, can I? Bring it right now for a second. Four's great, four's great. But I'm hearing some repetitiveness going on. In other words, Michigan Avenue Leaf is very close to Ideal. Second of all, Ideal Street, if you've driven down it, is extremely narrow, and also very short. Third of all, are the Zilke's still a part of our organization? Not that it matters per se, but I agree. The other thing is, if that, I would be concerned about first schedule, because that sometimes is a very full thing. But where would parking take place for that, for people that were?
Doesn't matter, you can't park on the street, so it's gotta go around.
I'm concerned about this, because if you're gonna have a block party, yes, we block them off, and we're down in that, we're down by CVS, it's a whole different ball of wax. The streets are way wide, and you can just easily walk right over. An Ideal Street, people are gonna easily have to walk a block or so in order to park and get to the party.
So going back to center time frame, she requests a May. So she must not visit that month.
Okay.
And then two, you're right, do we wanna combine? Where are they? You said we should have a meeting. So then the next.
Hold it by my house.
So, yeah, so,
Two or three blocks ago.
yeah, because I used to live on the corner of Phillips. and Market, so I know the area pretty well. So do we want to just maybe combine one on each street?
Yes. I'm fine with that.
I'm really concerned about the IPO.
Well, pitch it, you gotta pitch it, to the people that suggested it,
We
right?
doesn't go into ideal though.
No, it didn't.
It dead ends, yeah, so you want to be it. That's where Jeff's in.
I do know
Ideal is
that
a
place.
street of its own.
Yeah. I'm not sure what city planning did with the.
So why don't we?
It is narrow.
Is there,
Oddly
is there a vacant lot in that area someplace that might be a good place for
narrow.
a party?
SLI.
I was just thinking that.
My concern is if that's fine, if that's ideal. Park, but again,
Is it
not
ideal?
ideal, it's
Ideal
ideal.
for
We get around over here.
It's not always like this.
Yeah, no.
So more.
Usually it's worse.
And anyway, when we said, when's the last time?
I'm sorry.
Okay. I would.
Oh, wait, no, she walked in on my tattoo.
So,
That's a few months ago. Just touch base over, make sure nothing's changed. I would start there if I were you, and then I would move into who's.
It's
who
not
has
big.
the-
You Taco.
Well, I can't see everything.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Did they sell their? Tom and Vicky?
yeah,
They live-
no, they moved.
They moved in town.
Yeah.
They moved?
Yeah. Like 2 years.
I just went to her birthday party at her house.
So did I. And it was like.
2 years.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No, that wasn't.
Okay, so if anybody wants to help Stacy, Zach, myself, we
Okay,
can talk
we'll
about block
we'll
parties.
talk about that.
Feel like we're gonna ideal ourselves out.
Oh.
There we go. All right, moving on to new business. This is just a quick, highlight of the night. Motion to pay the Milan Area Chamber of dues, 150. I'm waiting for the bill to come in. Some free stuff. So motion by Jillian, second. All in favor? Aye.
Motion to pay the chamber foundation.
Me. Second.
Yep.
My best.
Motion carries. All in favor? Aye. None opposed, motion carries. All right, EV charging stations, Walden, you and I have been doing text messages. I'll kick it off to you about this possible tentative project.
All right, so,
Subcommittee approval.
yeah, so just an idea we were throwing around, electric vehicle charging stations has the potential to bring people into our town, on the expressway, especially because there's potential federal and state grants for this. And maybe this is a project that we combine with GMACF. It's gonna be a fun little thing, right? So I just reached out to Jill over at Main Street. Let's say, hey, what do you think about this? Let's find like the least used parking spots that we have in our downtown area. And let's hook up some charging stations to it. Let's see if we can bring people in, right?
Yep.
Could be a good opportunity. Maybe we do two, maybe we do one. I don't know. That's the idea. What do you guys think? Should we move forward?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure, because that's where it's all.
Yeah.
Second of all, I like what you're saying, but I like the fact you're saying one or two, and I like the idea. I like the idea of your downtown, but I also like the idea of Dexter Street. I'd like to see.
I think eventually we're gonna have gas stations flip over. That's just gonna be what we do. I think our draw will be come to downtown, shop at downtown, visit the businesses. We have more to offer downtown than walking around on Dexter Street.
That's fine, but I'm concerned about where.
So you're thinking, it's on to the fire station.
Sure, fire station makes a lot of sense. Roy's parking spot.
What fire station would be?
We could even put something in over at the where the lot was, the little grassy area.
Did you buy that yet?
So I'd really like, being selfish, but I'd like to see one on the backside of the dumpster at,
Going to be fairly visible.
but it needs to be someplace where you can tell people that they can't park unless they're charging the car.
Yes.
So
Just buy the lot next to the Adobe and just buy the Adobe.
Anyway, the motion on the table is to proceed with this or not.
So, yeah.
I vote
yeah,
Second.
one of the things that-
Sal says yes.
one of the things that I think that we need to do is to have a conversation beyond Joe with the city,
Yes.
because I suspect that those dollars are largely going to come from government.
Jamie.
And if that's the case, then there may be big dollars available as government grant. If we can facilitate that, that's great, but there may not be.
There might be two sides of that coin. We may be able to get money through the nonprofit. We may be able to get money in through the city. There's two different ways we can approach this. So, yeah. Anyway, I will reach out to the city and connect with them and see what they say.
So we're saying,
So it sounds like yes. Everybody says yes. Go ahead. Okay.
Like
I'll
more information.
start a subcommittee of Josh and
Throw me on
I. Anybody else excited? You want to? I don't know about Jillian. Jillian's kicked off.
But I'd be interested in.
No, you're fine. You can do it. No, you're more than welcome to come. Jillian is not.
Let me know.
All right, that's all I have.
All right, cool. Is there any other new business that precedes us or no?
That's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and looking ahead.
We have a couple of guests tonight. Do they want to present or?
Do you want to present your talk? Do you want to present or talk?
My name is Angie Monahan. My son TJ. Years ago, my
Wow.
But, and so we own a roofing shed. We came from Brentford area. Out in the area.
Roofing?
Roofing shed, yep.
On Saturday.
Skyline.
Skylight. Okay. It is
It really is.
it's a terrible place for a meeting, sir.
Next time, we'll take, we got it.
I just like things that work in our backyard. Yes, when I was looking at 202, she comes in on Wednesdays, and we're up and down talking. She mentioned her daughter is moving up to money, and she was talking about moving my life. I'm like, hey,
Oh, Austin.
Austin, dad, and his stepmom. So we're talking about Austin moving my life forward. Hey, I happen to know somebody that's on it. Like Austin. And we were discussing that, and so I told her to come.
Good, good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, good. Welcome.
You do commercial and residential?
Yeah, commercial, but yeah. So, I just thought, you know, what better area, you know, people to more, you know. Absolutely, welcome. So,
Yeah, it also offered me.
You have a roof too?
Excuse me, if anybody needs a new roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Downtown, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You look very familiar.
So that comes to another question. When somebody wants to come to our meetings and discuss and possibly be a member, what are the rules on where they need to live?
None.
I was gonna say,
So
are there
moving Milan-
rules?
moving Milan forward serves the greater Milan area.
Okay.
So we're not bound by Chamber of Commerce or Main Street or anything like that.
The
Yeah.
boundary?
Okay, because Jason Schaefer, who owns, Cookies and Cream.
Yeah.
He came to the Halloween movie, was there, and he talked, I think, to Jill Ann and Holly. And I don't know, he talked to a couple people, but he had a lot of ideas. But if he grew up in Milan with the schools, he just happened to be able to went to left, but then back.
Yeah.
So it's Livonia, but he has a lot of ideas, and he would like to help grow Milan.
Cool.
This is where his heart's at, even though his wife lived in Livonia. So that's what my question was. What was our rules? You know what I'm saying? If we're growing Milan,
We are open.
you know, so that's what was my question. Okay.
If he wants, if anybody that wants to help promote something within the greater Milan area, we are all about it.
Because I think he was trying, I was trying to send him the Zoom information. I don't know if he got it or not. So,
Follow up.
yeah. Okay, that was my question.
Josh did mention that we could go back to the Legion and they would open for us on Wednesday nights.
It would be in the smaller room.
But it would be the smaller room.
They're already there because they have their meetings on those
Right.
nights. So the only thing is that, they,
There wouldn't be any beverages.
Right.
Probably,
well,
but,
because she's in the meeting.
but at
We
least,
can bring our
at
own.
least it would be quiet. I think that might jeopardize their liquor license if we do take our own.
I don't mean our own booze, but we brought our water.
Miss Vodka bottle. over here. You bring a water bottle, Missy.
In my defense, my husband was in the hospital, I couldn't go, and he was septic, and I was freaking out, so, you know, I kind of.
Nobody's judging.
Okay, I'm not gonna do
Thank you
that.
for coming out, and I hope that you stay after the meeting so that we can talk a little bit more clearly. There are people that are interested in what you have to say, and, but we are on a Zoom meeting right now, I hope you understand. Josh is in the corner, so I'm just kind of jumping in.
Yeah.
This is the president, and Zach is the vice president.
Dave's treasurer. Holly, did trainings with them, but she's on vacation.
She's co-treasurer.
Oh, yeah. she's co-president. And I guess.
Yeah, membership is $15. If you have ideas, always open to discuss. So yeah, we're always sort of like 7.
So thank you, stick around, please.
Yeah. All right. So looking ahead, Exchange Poker coming up. Coming up in May as well.
We still have 2 shifts covered. Is that what?
I believe so. I think we got some openings as well. So if you can, we sign up. I know it's the earlier shifts. So,
Are the other?
yeah,
I think it's the middle shifts.
the middle shifts too.
Also, please remember.
Yeah, you know, it's open to spouses and people. So just with the new changes, it's like 150 to 7. Hey, March is up right now, yes. No May. May's not up. So we over. Yeah. So yeah, and then spring cleanups tentatively April 30th. I talked to Ed yesterday on that. I'm gonna bust into roundtable. Jillian, since you sat by me, you're lucky number 1. So,
Finally, I'm number 1. in that. Anyway. So, FYI, I'm hiring a new hotel. Know anybody? I am looking for ambitious, loyal, dedicated, willing to learn and grow young people. I'm talking to you, Zach. No, I'm kidding. But no, if you know anybody that is looking for something, we do pay better than anybody else does. Send them my way. I'm willing to train them.
Who are
If
you hiring for?
So right now I'm only hiring for housekeeping. I do need a maintenance person. Tentatively right now, part-time, ultimately full-time. I'm in negotiations with my boss as far as how we're gonna pay and all that. But that's something that we could discuss later. If somebody's looking for something, please send them my way. And all things are going really, really well with that. And so, and it's called the Quality Inn, and it's right off of 23. So as things progress, I'll be able to tell you more about that, but that's all I have right now. Sorry.
Welcome. Anything you want to plug from talk about? Maybe next time. Okay.
Every other Wednesday.
Every other. Yeah, so every 2 weeks.
But give Josh your email
Yeah,
address
and I'll add you.
so that you get the notices. Sometimes we skip a week because we don't typically do 3 meetings in a month.
Yeah. Angie, welcome. Do you want to plug anything? Anything you want to talk about? Okay. Stacy.
2 things. Like, I know we were discussing about blank before. What was that table or is that still moving forward?
It is still a subcommittee. I talked with Lana and Dan, sorry. We're still working on that. We're going to try to hopefully work on a GMAC upgrade this year to kickstart that. Work with the city as well. I got another project with the city that could parlay into that. So there's some good things going. We're looking for quotes right now. That's another thing. If anybody else wants to tag along with me, Lana and Dan, that'll be awesome. So yeah, it's still a subcommittee, still standing, still running up there. But yeah.
Question about that. I don't know if we talked about it before, but what is the something? What would the country club would be? Like where it's gonna happen? I missed that.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah.
So one of the things, Josh, it might be helpful if you have an idea, and maybe we're not there yet, but what our role, obviously we're not purchasing it or making it moving Milan forward part. There's only a small part of that we could reasonably do. Is that defined at all? No. Okay. So
we're still in that
we have to figure out whether it's a feasibility study of some sort done to facilitate
I think
city
the
work.
only thing that it's giving Lana an organization behind her name as she moves forward with whatever. it is she's doing.
My initial thought is hey, get the water tested, go from there, look at the feasibility study, and kind of just start a zero study with that. So, but I can talk with you guys offline about it.
The other question I had, is this something we can just bring it to your attention if you talk about one summer. So I'm trying to reach out to past members and other people to get them involved with us and join our Kids Club. What is it?
The Cool Kids Club. The cool.
So everybody has, are we bound to Wednesday nights? Because it seems like a lot of people, other than us, a lot of people have a Wednesday conflict. That's why they can't come to the meetings.
Do you want to move?
I just thought maybe get another something with us later on. You know, what I'm saying if there's still stuff, we still want people, but the state will still, you know, they have other obligations on Wednesdays. And they would love to join us, love to help us, love to be involved, but it's a Wednesday issue. That's why maybe in the future.
What I would suggest is that you respond to them by inviting them to join and be a part of the mailing list and make a commitment to them that we do a survey at some point of membership to figure out whether this is the best time to do it.
I think that's fair. I know that. You know, on Monday.
I know, it is. It'll always be an issue, but it's, yeah.
And then nights Columbus.
Yeah, we're one meeting a month.
So chamber, but I mean, so, but it matters, you know,
I mean, but we're on Tuesday, so.
but there you go, so Mondays. chambers, And there's stuff is in, stuff is, Rotary.
Rotaries are Wednesdays afternoon, usually once a month.
They make it really big.
Yeah. So it's usually like owners and, yeah.
They're all men and ladies of age.
Yeah.
And they've got numbers problems worse than we do.
Yes. So, I mean, because back in the day, like when before I joined the mountain for it, it was at like 8 a.m. on like a Wednesday or Friday morning. So, and we all work and we all do other things. So obviously the evenings are probably still going to be best because we all work, you know. So, yeah. I hear you.
I will put that on there.
Amy.
I don't think I have any, I just want to thank you guys for joining my committee and being there last night. I really felt really good about this meeting.
Very good.
It went really, really well, and I think the momentum is really there, so I'm excited to see this one come through. And shout out to the Knights are coming to volunteer with us in March. And Kendall is coming with her group to volunteer with us too. And,
Dave.
I don't think I have anything.
So,
Nothing. You got anything, Sal?
No, sir.
He's got nothing.
okay. Mr. Baldwin,
I got nothing.
I got nothing either. Thank
No.
Motion.
Gonna tell you pretty quickly,
Oh.
we gotta prove for more money. And they sent us a check.
Personally, she's talking about her house.
Oh.
I texted
The insurance company.
But anyway, we finally beat the insurance company. They're gonna give us everything we need.
Yeah.
Actually, we have it already. We have two checks.
Yeah. All right, we'll figure out the next meeting. I know this is way too busy for 2 Rockets for an OG night. We'll figure it out for Ash Wednesday. I was wondering, I know I got service, but I might skip Ash Wednesday, so
How dare you?
I'm a sinner.
Can I go in the morning?
Yeah.
I
So,
What did you say about the next meeting?
Will not be.
we'll discuss. I'll discuss with the board and get some views, what to do. So, motion to close it at 7:58. Motion made. All in favor? Aye. Commence for social hour. All right, Sal, I'm dropping off.